Wait, then who? Huh? Who's? Hello gals, blokes, and all other folks, my name is Mortius, and today we are here with something I've been waiting for all week, month, however long it's been, I have no concept of time, the grand finale of the Stargazer trilogy, which is simply called MR. Now before we hop on into it, I do want to mention real quick, I got so many comments on my last Home Free video about people who are going to be in the same area as the Home Free concert that I am going to be at in August. So for those of you who may have missed it, there is a concert in Albany, Oregon this upcoming August 3rd that Home Free is going to be present at. Mason, show them the map of where Albany is again. Thank you very much. And so many people commented that they're going to be there that I want to make it like an actual official Mortius meetup, either before or after, because so many people were like, oh, I'm going to be there. I hope I get to meet you. I'm so excited. So I'm like, you know what? Let's guarantee the potential of a meetup. So in my Discord server, I have started a brand new channel that I haven't actually named yet because I didn't actually start it. I just know I will by the time this video comes out. But if you have or haven't already joined the Discord, there's a link in the description of every one of my videos. Please go check it out, and then we can actually set up to see if people want to meet up before, want to meet up after, want to meet up nearby, want to meet up at some other location, whatever we want to do. But I'm really excited for the chance to meet all you guys. The fact that so many people said that they were going to be in that area. I mean, we're talking like probably like 50 plus people commented saying that they were just going to happen to be in that town in Oregon on that day. And I'm like, that's so exciting. So if you are going to be in the area and want to potentially meet up with me, in addition to hearing Home Free's amazing music, please go join that Discord server. Oh, and also real quick before I get into the video, I am also working with my merch company to potentially have an opportunity for anyone who wants to buy merch and not have to pay for shipping on it. And I would just bring it to the concert and be able to hand it out there if it was pre-purchased, but you'd save on shipping. So if you like our fancy Ella designs, which I'm still just so very proud of and want to get it, but shipping is something that you didn't want to deal with, hey, there's a potential chance. So if you want more details on how that's going to work, that will also be in the same Discord channel that you should go check out. But all of that to be said, I have absolutely loved part 1 and 2 of the Stargazer trilogy so far. I know that was a lot of talking in advance, so I'm going to make this real short now, but I loved part 1. Part 2 was like my favorite Home Free original by far, so I am very excited to see what they bring to us with the grand finale simply titled MR. And without any further ado, let's hop right on into it. I lied. There's actually just a little bit of further ado, because I want to introduce everybody to Kara. I know she has already been in just a couple of videos before this one, but none of those videos were Home Free, so for those of you guys who only come back for Home Free, I wanted the opportunity to introduce you guys to the newest member of the Mortius family, who is definitely going to be making lots of appearances in videos moving forward. But as you can see, is very tired because it is 10:30 p.m. because we are still in a heat wave, so I can only record really late at night safely. Okay, you ready to go back to sleep? Without any further ado, actually for real, let's hop on into Home Free MR. There you go, turn it up a little bit. Hold on. I like that kind of that. No, that's not even the right sound. What is it? It's. I like the way it builds up and it's like. Doom, doom. You know what I mean? Like it builds to it, but then it still goes in the background. It has that like. but right in the middle of it is when the music starts, like, music, you know what I mean? I can't even get close to imitating it with only one voice, but it's very cool.
Picked her up for our 4th date. We laughed about our first. I was everything except for smooth, and I couldn't shake the nerves. We walked up to her doorstep. Almost didn't lean on in, but I know that if I hadn't, I'd be wishing that I did, 'cause I'd be missed.
Oh my goodness, I already love this. I mean, already in so much of this story, I see the story of myself and my wife, which just, that kind of connection obviously strengthens it so much. But even aside from that, it's a very, very cute story. But yeah, with that personal connection of, you know, being on, it wasn't necessarily the 4th date, but just being on a subsequent date, laughing about what happened on the first, really debating whether you were going to lean in, finally deciding to because you knew you would regret. I love it. I love it. I love.
Almost didn't lean on in, but I know that if I hadn't, I'd be wishing that I did, 'cause I'd be Mr. Foolish if I let.
I'm stupid. Is the title of the song Mr., not MR? I was like, why is it? I was like, in the intro, I kept being like, oh, the newest Home Free song, simply titled MR. I think it's Mr., but why is it capitalized? If it was Mr., why wouldn't it be capital M, lowercase r, and a period? Why is it capital M, capital R, nothing else? I feel very silly.
I did, 'cause I'd be Mr. Foolish if I let her pass on by. Yeah, I'd be Mr. Senseless if she left before my eyes. Yeah, I'd be Mr. Lovesick, Mr. Lost his only shot if I hadn't kissed her. And thank God I did, 'cause I could have missed her.
I have not listened to or processed a single acapella technique since the first 8 seconds of the song. Hold on.
Senseless if she left before my eyes. Yeah, I'd be Mr. Lovesick, Mr. Love.
The way he looks, I'm still not. The way he looks back, this is not going to be an acapella analysis. If you want an acapella analysis, go watch Jennifer. I'm so tired. This puppy has kept me awake for so many hours of the last couple of weeks. Work has been crazy. Like, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna vibe. This is a vibes video.
If I hadn't kissed her, and thank God I did, 'cause I could have missed her.
'Cause I could have missed her. I could have missed her. I'd be Mr. Foolish. I'd be Mr. Lovesick. I could have missed her. That's actually so fantastic. Look, Austin is such a great songwriter. Oh my goodness gracious. I love that wordplay there. I love that message. Oh, that's so good.
They were calling with her.
Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to go full analyze brain, and I'm really not. That's not going to be my priority for this video as much as it normally is. But what was that?
They were
If I didn't know I was listening to an a cappella group, I would have thought those were real drums. Listen to that with your eyes closed. I'm going to go back right now. Close your eyes right this instant, audience. Do it. Do it. Hey, I see you with your eyes open. Close them. Listen to this. That's just a drum kit. That's just a drum kit. You can open your eyes now. That's just a drum kit.
with her dream job, 2 weeks to move back east. She said she'd understand it if I didn't wanna leave.
Whoa.
She said she'd understand it if I moved back
Whoa, that's kind of weird.
She said she'd understand it if I.
What is that like transition from Tim to Rob? Listen to that in the background.
Back east, she said she'd understand it.
That's so interesting. Like Tim comes in on She Said She'd with like a She Said She'd like really down low, but then it kind of like the Tim leaves or at least goes to like a quieter harmony that's a lot harder to hear, and then it gets that's a very interesting thing there.
To move back east, she said she'd understand it.
Whoa,
If
weird.
I didn't wanna leave. It broke my heart as I watched her Camry drive away. She was only gone 10 minutes till I was on my way. 'Cause I'd be Mr. Foolish if I let her pass on by. Yeah,
Oh, hold on. Hold on. I was paying more attention to me playing along with my own dumb bit. Listen to those harmonies.
on my way. 'Cause only
No.
watched her
Listen to these. Hold on.
away. She was only gone 10 minutes
Here.
till I was on my way.
Till I was on my way. Like there's a really quiet, really high one happening there.
Only
Listen.
gone 10 minutes till I was on my way. 'Cause
Till I was on my way or something. I can't parse out the exact notes because it's so quiet. But there's a really high and not just like 2 octaves up or whatever, but the same notes, a totally different, like, oh, that's so cool.
I'd be Mr. Foolish if I let her pass on by. Yeah, I'd be Mr. Senseless if she left before my eyes. Yeah, I'd be Mr. Lovesick, Mr. Lost his only shot if I hadn't gone with her. And thank God I did, 'cause I could have missed her. Oh, I could have missed her.
Oh my gosh, what are the odds that they're going to perform the Stargazer trilogy at the concert in August? Because that would just melt my entire heart. For those of you who skip intros, if you live in Oregon, go back to the intro. It's important. It's worth it. Okay.
Now we're waking up at midnight to sing her back to sleep. As I lay her down in the crib, I can't help but think what life would be without her. So I'll soak in every minute, 'cause I don't wanna picture my world if she ain't in it. Yeah, I'd be Mr. Foolish.
Wait, then who? Huh? Who's? That wasn't even voluntary, but it's probably a good thing. I need to. Oh, hold on. We're going backwards. Hold
So
on.
I'll soak in every minute, 'cause I don't wanna picture my world if she ain't in it. Yeah.
And I love that little bit of like, I don't want to picture my world, like the way that it just like, and kind of like goes out like a little bit. What does that resemble? It kind of resembles, like, very, very vaguely. This is a very kind of tangential musical comparison. They're not actually that similar, but it just gave me the kind of same vibes as the bridge right before the last chorus of 8th of November by Big and Rich. Just with the way that like the instrumentals don't drop out, but kind of just like sustain, like very similar to my favorite technique that I talk about all the time, but a little bit like more like sustenance and a little more like, I don't want to say more suspension because the thing I like is actually called a suspension, I'm pretty sure. So I don't want to use that word, but that's all I can think of right now. Anyways,
I'd be Mr.
and then just get back into it. Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah, I'd be Mr. Senseless if it flashed before my eyes. Yeah, I'd be Mr. Regret.
Oh, and going back to the set of the second video, these are so cohesive. Hello, emotionally induced third puberty. Can I help you? Good God.
Yeah, I'd be Mr. Regret if I'd been somewhere else instead of right here with her. So I'll breathe it in, 'cause I could have missed her. Oh, I could have missed her.
Look at her smile. Look at
I could have missed her. Oh, I could have missed her.
And the whole message there, just to think about, like, the concept of I could have missed her. The idea that just, like, these choices that we make, these risks that we take, that accidentally rhymed. I'm, like, making song lyrics right now, or maybe just copying them. But whatever I'm trying to say is just, like, think about, like, just, I don't know. It always gives me such a weirdest, like, vibe when I'm trying to think about just like the butterfly effect and things like that. But just like in Austin's life and my own, like, thank God I did, because I could have missed her. If I had just done one thing a little less brave, a little less kind, a little less smooth, my life would be completely different. And like, that's just, it's so interesting how much just like we create our own happily ever after. And that's so important to consider, because like things have been hard lately, to be just completely honest. I haven't really talked about it a lot because I'm a very empathetic person, and the things that are hard are not actually directly affecting me, but they are just affecting the people I care about, and that makes it hard for me when I am such an empathetic person. I haven't really talked about it because it's not my place to share, and I'm not going to provide details, and I'm sorry if you want them. But things have been just kind of hard lately, and it's just being able to look with this kind of retrospect and have this music kind of spread the message of how much these little moments of, like I said, kindness and bravery and putting yourself out there creates your own happily ever after. Just reminds me, like, yeah, things suck right now, but every time you choose to take that hard and turn it into kindness, manifest your own positivity, and send that either to someone else who might stay in your life forever, or send it back to yourself. Like, these little things that if he had chosen not to do one of these things, if he had done something a little bit different, his life would be completely different. That happiness wouldn't be there. Oh, I'm so glad I checked. Haha, just kidding. It's not the end of the video. There's more after it. Hold on. Oh, okay. It was the end. This cheering. Okay. See, I've learned. You guys always yell at me when I miss things. Okay, I'm glad I saw that because the end is meaningful. Man, I'm definitely going to be adding all three of these. I definitely still think Stargazer Lilies is my favorite of the three. Mr. was really, really, really cute. Don't get me wrong. And obviously it just sent me on a whole tangent about, like, the meaning of our life and the choices we make. But just musically and lyrically speaking, I think Stargazer Lilies still takes it for me, that chapter 2, but that doesn't mean that Mr. wasn't fantastic. I really, really like that. Now I feel like I don't even remember part 1 that well. Now I really need to go back and listen to it. But that's for another night, because it is almost 11 p.m. and I still have a second video to record tonight if I don't want to have to do this again later this weekend. So, thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. I hope to see many of you guys in August. Again, make sure you're joining that Discord server, and looking out for the August 3rd meetup channel. That's probably just what I'm going to call it, as August 3 meetup. But make sure you're looking out for that if you're going to be in the Albany area in August so that we can meet up. And as always, thank you to my patrons for making videos like this possible. If you want to join them, the link to that is also in the description right next to the Discord server. And as always, gals, blokes, and all other folks, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!